Hey everybody, it's Christopher back again for a nice leather test on the Janome Skyline S5. Always going to try pushing it harder than we can do it. Now what I want to point out in this video is, sometimes you want to have some leather that you want to sew, and you're not really big at sewing leather, but maybe you want to start learning and you don't want to invest in an industrial machine just yet, but you need to practice. So what I'm going to show you today, you can get by for yourself. Will you want to sell it to a customer? Probably not, but it will work fine for you and you'll have some longevity to it. And this is why. For this setup, I'm going to use a bonded 69 nylon. Now, that is a professional grade nylon to use for leather, which they use on industrial machines. That's fine. But you have to use a smaller size thread for the bobbin, and I'm just using an all-purpose dual duty by Coats & Clark. Okay, this is just all-purpose, and this is probably a polyester. Okay, yep, it is. It's a polyester, which I knew it was. And then I'm using a size 20 needle because this, you can see how thick that thread is. Now, ideally, what you want to do, this leather here, this is real leather, okay? And I am making bags out of this one, and I have clients that are like begging me, hurry, hurry. I'm happy with it. I'm always happy when people say, hurry, I want it, I want it. Okay, so anyway, ideally, what you want to do is you've got to, what we call skive the edge of the leather, which means you have to shave that leather off so it's not so thick when you put two layers together. Now you can do that with a knife, or you can do that with a special skiving machine, and you can look that up on YouTube because there are many people that have videos on it. So when you skive it, this is what it looks like after you skive it. You see how it's shaved, how that shaved it? And then if you look at the difference underneath, let me see if I can get a good viewpoint. You can see the step. It's got a little step to show you how much it really took off. Okay, so then when you go to sew, these pieces together, you're going to sew the skive pieces together, and then when you open it up, you're going to have, it's going to be much thinner, and when you open it up, your seams are going to lay flatter for you. So you'll be able to fold your seams over and they'll lay flatter, then you can glue them down inside your bag. Okay, so but for home sewing practicing, I would invest in learn how to skive the edges first. Okay, so here's the setup as always. My stitch length is, as you can see, it's 4.0 on a straight stitch. My tension is 7, and you can see I got my tension at 7, and I've got the pressure dial. We're going to turn that to 5, 6, 7. We're going to turn that one to 7 also. And then I've got my Teflon foot on. Okay, let's give this a win. Now remember, this is a size 20 needle and bonded 69 nylon thread, which is normally used for industrial sewing. You're going to hear some thumping because this is pretty thick. You have to use a size 20 needle for that size thread. Okay? All right, here we go. And normally you use 2 hands when you sew. For demonstration purposes, because I only have my cell phone I have to hang on to, I'm only using 1 hand. You're not paying for this video, so it's free. Okay, so now, there it is. Okay, so when you open this up, of course your seam allowance will be wider. You should do a 1/2 inch seam allowance. So as you see, when you open this up, it's going to open up. And I tried pulling this apart earlier on another test sample. It would not come apart. And there you have it on the top. See how nice? So now you can do, later on, you can fold this over and you can top stitch that. All right? So anyway, this is just a quick video to show you how far you can push this machine. Okay? All right, guys. Take care. I love you. God bless.